for 300 yards in that one.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down, Hicks. And his first look is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the long.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. Forced out to his left. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw.
Hicks. That one caught by the tight end Bates. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Hicks. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, he'll up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Here's the Jets punter now. as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive.
Hicks. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. John Bates, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run with Gibson.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And New York set to take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. On the move to his left.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
The Jets are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Wilson. Again, he finds Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. To throw is Wilson. This is complete to Holmes. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
One more time with Hall.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to run with Hall.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Breece Hall, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football
as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Jets now to take over. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their own 24. Play action. Now Wilson.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Bates. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because
under pressure, and they got to him again.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jets will take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Open man is Uzomah.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
They run the option on 2nd down.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30.
A gain of 22.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this 1st half of action.
On 1st down, Wilson. Over the middle, it's Holmes.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
field goal unit, and Joey Sly now.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Or maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least they have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Airing one out deep for Holmes here. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
And the half will begin with a touchback. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory.
On 1st and 10, Hicks. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Operating from the gun, Hicks.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They go play action now. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I'll agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Back to throw. Hicks slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. From the gun on third down. Hicks winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10. At the 31-yard line. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. There's Wilson to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On first down, Hicks This is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Looking to throw on second down. Hicks. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Back now at FedEx Field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter.
Trucks over him, and he works free.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Slings this deep for McLaurin.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Looking to throw. Hicks. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver.
And it's second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. 30, 10, 5, and he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Throwing to start the drive.
Hicks.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The offense on third down, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Hicks. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
New York ready to go again offensively. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right...
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on third down.
Hicks.
Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holmes. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Hall want to give up the middle.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Hall. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. He probably owes his back.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
And Johnson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
That one caught by the tight end Bates.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Hicks. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Wilson wants to throw it.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
A handoff for Hall.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.